Yes, let's look at the prologue of Mark's Gospel. That is the book of Mark, chapter 1, from verse 1 to 13. The prologue is the message, what is contained in the given gospel. That is the message which has been contained in the message, the message contained in the Gospel of Mark. What does it include? What we mean by the prologue, it includes the John the Baptist's ministry, Jesus' ministry, and the temptation in the desert. That is the area which we are basically looking at. So here we have some of the points, few of them, but many will come in my explanation as we proceed on. The prologue of Mark's Gospel is the introduction to the Gospel of Mark, and it stretches from chapter 1, verse 1 to 13. What does it contain? It presents the good news about Jesus Christ to the people. That is the message which we have, the good news about Jesus Christ and what he is going to do for the mankind. How it is telling people that Christ is coming, the Christ is part of the good news which we are talking about. It also presents Jesus as the Son of God who came to bring salvation to the sinful mankind. The salvation was to help people to come out the sinful act of the ways and regard Christ as part of their life. It also presents John the Baptist as the messenger who prepared the way for the coming of Jesus Christ. Here we see John in the desert shouting the voice everywhere, telling people to turn away from their sinful ways and coming back to Jesus Christ. John did the part, and indeed he paved the way for the Christ. Here we see that he tried to condemn all kind of sinful which people were doing, warning one another, advising people to do what is good so as to prepare and receive Messiah when they have an open heart. It also presents John the Baptist preaching the message about baptism to the people of Judea and also the people of Jerusalem. Because John here basically he was telling people that for him he is baptizing them with water, but there is one who is coming, he will baptize them with the Holy Spirit and fire. That is the same way he told the people that himself is not even worthy to enter his sandals, meaning that Jesus Christ was above him. He did this by introducing Christ to the crowd, told them Christ is coming, let's prepare, let's stop doing the sinful kind of thing which may stop us from receiving him with the holy heart. We also look at John baptizing many people in the river Jordan, and after they had confessed their sins. Those one who could confess their sins and could come to John, John could baptize them using water. And it was in the same way whereby we also see Jesus Christ coming. When Jesus Christ came, he went to John to be baptized. And also John accepted to baptize him. In the process of baptizing him, here we see that the Holy Spirit came in form of a dove, And even a voice came from heaven, whereby God himself said, "This is my beloved Son, whom I'm pleased with." Meaning that in that process, even God himself wanted to show the people that he is the Messiah. More to that, we also look at while in the desert, John used to feed on the locust. He fed on the locust and also wild honey. Those were the kind of food which John could enjoy. And he could even wear the leather belt. John's kind of dressing was not all that good because he had a mission for himself. He also preached to the people that when they turn away, they will receive the mercy from God. God himself will be with those people, and he is ready to forgive whoever has confessed before him. We also look at the Holy Spirit coming. As I've told you, that the Holy Spirit also came in form of a dove, signifying that Jesus was indeed the Son of God. More to that, it presents that as soon as Jesus came out of water, he saw the heaven opening. The heaven had to open so as to receive the Holy Spirit to come down. Much as the real Holy Spirit which lives among us came when Jesus had already ascended him to heaven. But in the time of baptism, the Holy Spirit also came. More to that, we also see Jesus going to the desert, whereby he spent the 40 days when he was fasting. And while in the desert, Jesus used to live with animals. Because there was nothing special by that time, Jesus had to sacrifice, and it was a kind of him preparing because he was going to face a lot of tough mission which were ahead of him. It was that Holy Spirit which led him into the desert and spent 40 days and 40 nights without eating. But God sent the angel who could take care of him while he was in the desert. And we also see John himself announcing to the people that the Messiah is coming. By telling people to turn away from their sins. More to that, we also see John presenting Jesus, that Jesus who is coming will come from the province of Galilee, and he is going to start his work from Galilee as a region. That's what it contains when it comes to the prologue of Mark's Gospel. We look at the ministry of John, what John did, and we also look at the ministry of Jesus, that is the baptism and the temptation. It looks at the ministry of John the Baptist, then Jesus' baptism and the temptation. That's what it contains. Otherwise, thank you for listening to me.